Hello, welcome to Take 10 on Tuesdays with the Tennessee Tribune. We have a guest today, Agenia Clark, who is President and CEO of the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. Hello, Agenia.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, and thank you for joining us. I am interested in Girl Scouting. When I was a Girl Scout when I was a young girl,
too.
And cookies were 35 cents a box.
Oh,
when I sold them a very long time ago. But one of the reasons that I joined Girl Scouting is because it was fun and it was things to do. I never made it past the juniors, however, but then my daughter went and became a cadet and a senior Girl Scout and made it to the silver level. Okay. But I'm interested, Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, how many are there? What's new in scouting here?
Well, the first thing I'd like to stress is that we are still working at making it fun.
Okay.
Because we have learned with time that girls join Girl Scouts for several reasons. The primary reason is to have a different developmental experience outside of the academic experience in the classroom all day long. So it's important for us that after school or on the weekends that we're exposing girls to a fun opportunity. However, it has changed. It's changed a lot in our 100+ years of existence. And the ways that it's changing is the ways that we serve girls and the program experiences that we have for them. So Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, we are the 39 counties.
39 counties? Okay.
Proper of Middle Tennessee.
And
so if you look at our state map, we are the middle portion of the state per our state map. Within those 39 counties, we rely on more than 7,000 volunteers.
Wow.
You talked about your daughter's experience and your experience. None of those experiences are possible without those 7,000 volunteers. And they volunteer in numerous capacities, but the primary amongst them is as a Girl Scout troop leader. Okay. So we can probably tell every girl's experience through the eyes of that volunteer and through the eyes of that troop leader who works to make sure that child has an exceptional experience.
And now, so there's lots of training that goes on for the volunteers.
Yes, okay. Lots of training. And of course background checks, we have to do that as well. But there's lots of training. And then I have a staff of about 45 employees, and they are that support team to that volunteer.
I see.
So while the volunteer may go through an exhaustive amount of training, at the same time we have a team there that says, well, if you haven't done this, let us help you do this instead, where we'll do programs to support them. Right now it's summertime here in Middle Tennessee, and we are running 2 summer residential camps for girls this summer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. In Middle Tennessee, right here in our neighborhood. Wow. Actually, from where we are, both are about 35 minutes in each direction.
Oh, wow.
And we
week-long or 2-week-long programs?
Week-long, and you can come back as many weeks that you want.
Okay.
And it'll run for 8 weeks this summer.
And the age range for the girls?
They'll start from kindergarten all the way up through seniors in high school.
Oh, great.
So we have varying programs to serve all those age levels.
Okay.
And when you look at the number of girls we're serving about 13,000 to 15,000 girls in Girl Scouting every year.
Wow.
So we're really proud of the number of girls that get a chance to get a Girl Scout experience here in Middle Tennessee. But we're exceptionally proud of a program we have called LEAD.
And what is that?
LEAD is where we go into our community and we partner with Fisk and Meharry and TSU, and we ask those young co-eds, as well as the young co-eds at Vanderbilt and Lipscomb and Belmont, if they would volunteer to be a Girl Scout troop leader. We give those young ladies a different kind of training, and then we use them as the girls to go into our more underserved communities where those parents don't have the time or the resources to be an effective Girl Scout troop leader. So we have those young ladies who also serve as role models to go in and serve as troop leaders to those girls. And that has been a very effective and very successful program for us, now going into about the 5th year.
Really? Now when you say very successful, how is it successful?
It's successful in the sense that, one, the young ladies that we appeal to on our local college campuses, they enjoy having the experience of taking on some leadership experience and actually turn around and giving back. So it's a great way to give back. And then it's also successful in the sense that we're able to touch young girls that just aren't going to have an opportunity to be in Girl Scouting, whether it's a financial issue, whether it's their community just doesn't have, stay-at-home moms or parents or who are able to do it. Mm-hmm. So our belief is that that is not a reason for a child not to have a Girl Scout experience. Mm-hmm. So a key part of my role as a president and the CEO is to make sure that operationally that we have the funds that regardless of the young girl who comes before us, if she wants a Girl Scout experience, our answer is yes.
Oh, wonderful.
The answer should always be yes.
Okay, so if a parent contacts you and say how, well, not you, but your staff, but to find out, well, where is a troop that my daughter can join?
And we do it based on locations. Primarily, we have learned that most of the girls usually stick with a program experience that's closer to either their school or their home. So in other words, it's easy access.
Okay.
But there are some family resource centers that have a program. There our park centers run programs. So programs can take place in numbers of places, in a church, in the community. So if they contact us based on their zip code, we can tell them where there are Girl Scouting experiences within their community.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so what's new in Scouting? What keeps,
oh my gosh,
the world has changed so much since I was a Girl Scout, since my daughter, the internet. How has that changed Girl Scouting now?
We're doing more programming in areas that girls seem to have gotten not as much exposure to. Okay. We're still doing a lot of programming in financial literacy.
Oh, really?
And really stressing financial literacy in young ladies. And we do programming that's age appropriate, from whether they're Daisy in kindergarten all the way through Ambassador Girl Scouts who are seniors in high school. So we do financial literacy programs. Another area that we are not only doing work in now but looking at expanding is in the area of science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. But
the
STEM or STEAM.
Okay. You did say arts.
And but the part that's so fascinating for us here in Middle Tennessee is, all of our program is really trying to take advantage of the community that we're a part of. And right now there's a huge resurgence in this whole concept of what is the entrepreneur. Who is the entrepreneur? Where do we find entrepreneurs in our community? So one of the areas that we're looking at, along with the E, is engineering, is also entrepreneurship, because it's a driving factor to what's going on in our community here in Middle Tennessee, and we want to expose girls to that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So they're still, they're coming in, earning badges.
Oh, we're still, a girl's experience is incomplete without a vest or a sash where she can show family, friends, and community the different skills that she's acquired along the way in her Girl Scout experience. So yes, that's still a key part of it, and making sure that girls not only work with leaders that are helping them earn those badges and patches, but making sure that what's represented on her sash and or her vest shows that it's a well-rounded girl, and the experiences are just not in STEM and just not in financial literacy, but maybe she's participating in our equestrian program, and she's gaining some skills there as well. So we have we're very fortunate here in Middle Tennessee that we're able to offer girls a wide range of experiences. And one of the experiences that I think is really unique to our community and may be familiar to many of your listeners is the experiences we offer to girls at Camp Holloway.
Oh, and now what is that?
And Josephine Holloway, her husband Gurney was a doctor right here at Meharry, and she came along at a time when the cookies were probably 35 cents a box. But girls of color were not easily integrated into the majority.
Right.
So she was hosting and started her Girl Scout troops right here at the Bethlehem Center.
Oh, wow.
And they were the first girls of color to be registered as Girl Scouts here in Middle Tennessee.
How exciting.
But what she was not able to offer them is a really rich camping experience. So she and Gurney had some land up in White House, Tennessee, and eventually they bequeathed that land to the Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, and we have turned it into a state-of-the-art Girl Scout camp. So it's Camp Josephine Holloway.
Oh, that's exciting.
So you can do rappelling, rock climbing. We have tree climbing with state-of-the-art technology and facilities to support that. Outdoor adventure, But all of that is at Camp Josephine Holloway, and it provides a really wonderful and unique outdoor experience for girls year-round. Actually, that camp is actually in service year-round for girls.
Wow,
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so now, is it only available to Girl Scouts? What if you're a girl who's not in scouting, but you want some of those experiences?
Yeah.
Is it still open?
Yes, it is. So if you are a girl who is not in scouting, that's what the summer residential camp program is for.
I see.
Because we have staff that we brought in, and that staff is trained to work with any and all girls.
Okay.
So a lot of our girls who attend summer residential camp, they're there because it doesn't require you to be a member of Girl Scouts. So that is the time of the year when it is easily accessible. Outside of that, the Girl Scouting experience is usually designed around the experiences of the troop leader.
Right.
So if you don't have a troop leader to bring you to camp and you want to do any of those activities, then what you do is you just sign up for our summer residential camp, and then we'll take care of you then.
And I know there's a fee, but are there scholarships available?
Oh, absolutely.
To girls?
Remember, our mission is to never tell a girl no.
Right.
So any child, whether she's a Girl Scout or not, is interested in a Girl Scout experience. All they have to do is reach out to us. If they don't have the financial resources, they just fill out a short form, and then we will support them in their desire to be a Girl Scout.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
So now just give us a little more information, if you can, on website. What's your website address? How to get in touch with, Girl Scouts. Find out a little bit more.
So our website is www.gs, which stands for Girl Scouts, MID, which stands for Middle, TN, which stands for Tennessee.org.
Okay.
So you can go to our website and you find out a wealth of information. You'll find out details of summer residential camp, which programs are offered when, for which girls. Also, you can just call us if you like. Area code 615-383-2000. Just give us a call, and there's always someone there to answer the phone and to see if we can help you that way.
Great. Well, thank you so much for
The
joining
pleasure
us
was
today,
mine. The
Ms.
pleasure
Clark.
was mine.
This was our guest today has been Agenia Clark, President and CEO of Girl Scouts in Middle Tennessee. And as you heard, there's lots of opportunities for girls and lots of experiences for them. So check out the Girl Scouts. It is still fun.
Thank you.